Mulberries are very tasty. Some say the taste is like a mixture of strawberries and pineapple. I don't find it that way. It has its own distinctive taste, but it's very sweet, especially this type. Very, very sweet. Growing mulberries is very easy. I find them easier to grow compared to other fruit trees. From one plant of mulberry, you can get a whole forest, a whole mulberry forest. It is that one plant that you should put in your orchard, food forest, container garden, urban garden, anywhere. A mulberry plant will do so well. Hi everyone, how are you doing today? If you are here for the first time, you are so welcome. I hope you stay by subscribing. And to my old subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. It's always nice having you here. I am Sarah Pedun. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the easiest and most efficient way to propagate your mulberry plant. As you can see here, these mulberries are growing in containers. I have two shrubs here growing in containers. What I like to do is take a cutting from any branch. You could take the bigger cuttings or the very tiny cuttings and put in your soil. Mulberry cuttings don't really need any root hormone. So you'll just cut, you can put in a cup like this, or you just plant direct in the ground. I can't take any cutting from here because they are loaded with fruits everywhere. They are loaded with fruits. Same with this one. These ones are all loaded with fruits, but I have others. I have a plant over there that we're going to propagate. There is a ready fruit here. As you can see, I have always propagated from this plant. I've taken lots of cuttings from this plant and it's still doing well. So now we're going to take cuttings from this branch. From this cutting, from this branch, I'm going to cut about I'm going to take 4 or 5 cuttings from here. Whenever you're taking cuttings, you have to make sure you know which way the stem was facing. For example, I cut this from here, like this. This is how it was. So I have to plant it. When I'm planting, it has to go like this on the ground. So if I take off all my leaves, I have to plant it like this. Here's my container. So make sure you plant it the right way. It should always be like this. And it will germinate, not the other way around, not like this. So if you plant it like this, it's just going to rot and die. It will not do anything. It has to be like this. So when you're taking your cuttings, you must know, you either make one side straight and the other side slanting, so you can tell that the slanting part is from the top part. So that's what you should not forget while taking cuttings. Let's clear the rest. I actually don't leave any leaf. I just do all. I take out all the leaves. I'll give the leaves to my rabbits. They love them. So another way that you can tell the right way to plant, you can see these nodes. These tiny nodes. They are facing upright. So the node, when you see like this, they're facing down when you do this. So you see the nodes are facing up, and that is how you plant. but in other cuttings they may not be there. So you just have to cut the downer part straight and slant the top, so it's easier for you to plant. Or you just cut and plant, so you're not confused later on. My soil is already moist. It rained yesterday and this is already moist, so I'm not going to water. So this is it. It's as easy as that. You just take your cuttings and have it this way. This is a way of having very many mulberries. No root hormone needed, just this. You can imagine from one branch you'll have about 5 mulberries. Let's say 4 if one does not make it, but most likely all of them will make it. Mulberries sprout so easily. This one, I took a cutting. I wanted it to support the beans, the broad beans, and I just stuck it on the ground. Now look, it has lots of leaves. Not only that one, these two. So anytime I put mulberries on the ground, they sprout. These are all the ones that I've been using for supporting. This was also for supporting the broad beans, but you can see they've all sprouted. There are different species of mulberries all over the world. I have seen the white mulberries, the red ones, but very long, and then this type. This so far is my favorite. And growing up, I've always seen this type of mulberries. And what do they say? The best tree or plant to grow are the native ones. The ones that grow, that have always been there in your land. That is the best one to grow. And these are absolutely delicious. So mulberries can grow into very big trees. These ones are short because I always trim them and they're growing in containers. Whereas the ones that are on the ground are quite tall, but I also trim them to keep them short. I don't want them to be so big, but they can be a huge shrubby tree, a very big one. If you have a bigger space, you can let them go wild. You will enjoy, and the birds and other insects will also enjoy. However, if you want more fruits, you should always remember to prune them. When you prune them, the young sprouts, the young leaves that come, bear lots of fruits, just like mine. Whenever I prune and they come, the young tender ones bring very many fruits compared to the old ones. So always remember to prune your mulberry plant. So mulberries are green when they're not yet ripe. You can see how green they are. And then they turn red. As they mature, they turn red. And then when they're ready, they are black. This is very tasty. This is the ripe one. Mulberry plants love full sun. They do very well in full sun. I guess that's why mine is really rewarding me. It's in full sun. However, they can tolerate some bit of shade. But if it's in shade, you're just going to get leaves, a lot of foliage with no fruits. But a little bit of shade is okay. Full sun is the best. You get a lot of mulberries, a lot. I wish I can share this with you guys. Apart from enjoying your mulberry fruits, the mulberry plant is very important. You can use the leaves to feed goats, sheep, rabbits, and many other animals. And also it serves as a beautiful ornamental plant. A fun fact about mulberries. Silkworms feed on the mulberry plant, and that's why silk comes from countries that grow lots of mulberries. I'm told the white mulberry. I had started checking on mine if I have any silkworm, but I don't see any. When I get the white mulberry, I'm going to keep a keen eye on it. That is where your very beautiful silk comes from. If you know someone with a mulberry plant, just ask for a cutting. And if you want some from me, let me know. You just ask for a mulberry cutting and you start your whole food forest. Look at this side. I have lots of mulberries here. This I grew so I can take cuttings from here. So these ones have not given me fruits, I think because they're in the shade. I hope you learned a thing or two from today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you love my kind of content, kindly subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. All right. Yeah.